Slinger. I'm sitting here in the beautiful hills above Mondal, Sweden, about just a 15-20 minute walk from my house. Really, you can see it's absolutely gorgeous out here. Nice little park up in the hills. And I wanted to do a video about the book that I just got done reading, The Alchemist, Paulo Coehlo. I don't know if any of you have read this or not. This is my second time reading it, and it really hit me a lot harder this time than it did last time. Basically, in the last couple days, sorry about that sun, I've had some of the biggest breakthroughs in my life and really came to a lot of understanding spiritually about my views on the universe and life and what's really out there. And The Alchemist is really about your personal legend and about you're going after your treasure, your dreams, and people need to go after their dreams at all times because as a human being, your soul strives and desires to find adventure and change and build new beautiful relationships, and it really makes you grow as a person. And by not doing that, you're really limiting yourself and what you're capable of and what's possible in life. But about The Alchemist the way that I had a breakthrough about it was just realizing that literally we really are all one, connected in some way, whether it be a bird or a tree or a human being or a rock, your brother, your sister, your friend, or the guy walking down the street. Because if you want to look at it on a scientific level, everything is broken down into energy. The basis of everything in the universe is all made from the same basic thing when breaking down, and that's energy. If you take a rock and you look at it under a microscope, it's not solid. It's a small vibrating force of energy. And I wanted to talk about the power of magical things that happen from this energy, and you take something like a small acorn. And an acorn isn't solid either. It's just a small mass of radiating, abundant, full energy. And you plant this acorn into the ground, and you give it water, and you give it love, and you give it caring feeling and energy, and the acorn grows. And by magic of life, the acorn sprouts a root, and the roots take place, and they sprout a sprout, and the sprout goes for life and for sun, and for light, and it climbs and it grows. And eventually it sprouts from the ground, and it's rooted into the ground, and it's a young sprout. And it grows up into a sapling, or a small tree, and it still needs love, and it still needs nurturing, and it still needs caring. But eventually this sprout grows into a tree, and this tree continues to grow. And as this tree grows and flourishes and expands, and it creates life around it, have you ever seen an oak tree out in the middle of a field? It's just surrounded by vegetation and animals, and it's sustaining and supporting all sorts of life, and it just continues to grow. And even when this tree dies, it could be hundreds of years later, it could be thousands of years later, it continues to support life, and it continues to support life in the form of this other acorns that it drops off, and all the life that the dead whole of the tree supports, and these acorns that it drops off create other oaks, and they keep growing, and the life goes on continually. So this one oak tree can eventually, sustain life and affect life for thousands of years and create magical things for thousands of years. And I wanted to relate this to people, because people are no different, We start off as a seed, like an acorn in our mother's womb. And through the miracle of life, we begin to grow inside our mother's womb. Like the acorn begins to grow underground, and we're in the warmth and the darkness of our mother's womb, like the acorn is in the warmth and the darkness of the ground. And eventually we sprout our roots, and we strive for light, and we strive for more life. So we're born of our mother, just like the acorn, which is born from its mother, the earth, Gaia, and it sprouts its first limb, and we sprout from our mother, and we become a person, a small individual, independent being of life, just like this small sapling does. And like the acorn, we grow up, and as we grow, like the acorn turns into a tree and grows, and life begins to grow around it and flourish. Well, same thing happens to people, you see. Think about as we grow as people, it causes our family and our friends, and our parents to go out and work harder to provide for us and to create more life within us and to create a new person. Just like this tree, as it grows up, life comes to it, and it provides more life, and it provides shelter. And the same thing happens to us as we grow into this, this tree, like the acorn grows into a massive oak that's rooted in what it is and what its purpose is here. Well, people do the same thing. We become like the oak, and we sustain life around us, and we create and we inspire, and we do amazing things like this oak, like the same as an oak tree does. So we're really no different than the tree does, you know. And you think about the things around you that you influence other people and inspire other people to do great things. And if you have children, you know, you've created life, and you're nourishing a child who's growing into another beautiful human being who is going to in turn be like an oak and have their own children someday, and the cycle will continue to evolve, and your lineage, your legacy can literally go for hundreds of thousands of years, you know, if not thousands of years, just like these oak trees, you know, that continue to grow and drop acorns and produce more life, and the cycle goes on and on and on, and the energy keeps going, and when the acorn dies, or when the tree dies, the oak dies, eventually it returns back to the earth and back to the simplest form, which is energy, and the cycle continues. And even that energy continues to flourish and sustain more life for all of eternity. So the reality is that your energy is eternal, because people are no different. You die, you go to the ground, and eventually you return to the earth. You know, and I believe that your soul goes on, but that your energy from your body continues to sustain more life and feed more life in the world around you. And I came to these realizations yesterday on these beliefs, and these are things that I've been pondering, that we're all one and the same, and that there's a literally invisible force that we can't see, intelligence that permeates throughout the inner spaces of the universe that is untapped by most man. But if we silence our minds and we focus on study and controlling our thoughts and becoming a better person, we can tap into these unseen intelligences. And this is how people like Einstein and some of the greats come up with ideas that don't make any sense to the rest of the world, but end up changing the world ultimately. And it's how people who don't have any experience and backgrounds in certain fields end up inventing great things, because I believe that they've learned to tap into this infinite intelligence that connects us all. Because, you know, it's been proven that a thought is as powerful as water, electricity, stone. It's as real as all of that, you know, and that the power of a thought, literally, some people believe, is what started the universe, you know. And I'm starting to come to some different realizations about what I believe in. But I believe that, like the oak, we grow and we stay rooted and we sustain and we create life around us, as long as we focus on the good in life and love and peace, and we're all connected by the singular energy, and that we are eternal beings. We're eternal beings of love and peace and harmony, and that the world really is a beautiful place, but we need to work on it in order to make these things happen, in order to learn these things about ourselves and about the world around us. And I know everybody has their own personal views and their own personal beliefs, and if you're religious, that's cool. I'm not religious myself, but I do believe in God, and I do believe in the universe. I have my own connection with Him. I'm very spiritual, and I'm in constant prayer, to tell you the truth. And I do believe that when you have a dream or a want, like they talk about in The Alchemist, and this is one of the messages that they convey in this, and I found it's a message that is conveyed in every book that has to do with personal growth and success, whether it be Think and Grow Rich, The Science of Getting Rich, Psycho-Cybernetics, The Alchemist, The Secret of Letting Go, is that when you want something truly in your heart and you desire it with all of your heart, that the universe, God, whatever you want to call Him, conspires for you, and things are set in motion, an unseen force, which literally tries its hardest to give you what you want, as long as you do the right means to get those things. And that's taking the necessary action and having the constant vision of what you want, because a thought focused in the universe into this ether that I'm talking about will produce a physical sorry, there's people over here, but it will produce a physical, tangible object eventually, as long as you keep moving towards that goal and towards that dream. And I'm really coming to the terms of this. This is the law of attraction, what I'm talking about, but it's been proven solid for me my entire life, because everything that I've ever focused my energies on is exactly what I got, whether it be traveling to Alaska and being a crab fisherman, being a world-class chef, losing 100 pounds, or being a heroin addict and always being broke and on the verge of death, you know. And I believe that these things that we can't see, that are constantly conspiring for us, is really what connects all of us as human beings, and that it's an amazing thing when you start to come to realizations that we are all as one, you know, and that one is all, and that God, the universe, the energy that's in everything, this infinite intelligence, it's in you, it's in me, it's in everything that's around you, and it's there to help you it's there to help you if you just ask and you let it, you know, and if you believe and you have faith and you take action. Because I can promise you, from my own personal experiences in life, that whatever you want, you can get. And there's no one that can stop you. There's nothing that can stop you if you believe in yourself and you go after it and you ask the universe for help, and you believe in the fact that you can have anything you want. I mean, look at me right now, sitting here in Sweden. I'm doing exactly what I want with my life. And it's been like this for the last 8 years, you know. When I wanted to travel, I traveled. And you can do the same thing. And I just want to really inspire you to think about where you're at and think about where you want to go. Because like Santiago in The Alchemist, he went after his personal legend. And he realized something very true, is that his treasure, his personal legend, that each and every single one of us is a treasure in our own right. And that your treasure is inside of you, that your happiness is inside of you, that your personal legend is inside of you. Because I want to leave you with the last quote before I say goodbye. But where you find your treasure, there will also be your heart. Because your heart, your soul, your life is your greatest treasure. And with your heart, your soul, your life, and your abundant mind, and your belief, you can create the world around you, and you can have everything you want. And all the treasures of the universe are there for the taking. They're there for the taking, and all you have to do is reach out and grab them. So with that being said, my name's Hank Klinger. I don't know if you guys know who I am, but my whole purpose here, which is another one of the whys that I came to, or another one of my breakthroughs that I had in the last couple of days, is that I'm here to inspire people, plain and simple. My personal legend, my personal purpose, my chief aim in life is to inspire everybody that I can to live their dreams and to live to their full potential and to believe in themselves and to be happy and to spread the word to everybody that it's possible to do whatever you want in life. That you can literally be who you want to be. You can do what you want to do. You can have what you want to have. So, with that being said, I believe in you. What I want for myself, I want for everybody. You know, I've found love. I found love within myself. I found love within the universe, my relationships with my friends and family. And I found peace in the universe, and I found happiness. And I want that for all of you who are watching this video right now. And if you're looking for a way to find that, or if you're not, you watch this video, just click the link below, watch the next video. Just do that at least. It's free. Because there's a potential that you could have the same happiness and the same freedom that I do, and literally live life how you want. And you can find this connection with your spirit, with your soul, with the universe. And realize that the gift of life is the most amazing thing, and that we are the creators. And that we can create our own life. So with that being said, click the link below this video, enter your email, and watch the video. I'll see you guys soon. I thank you so much for watching this, and I appreciate you.